Hello everyone, we will start with Unit 2, that is intonation, stress and weak forms of words, and here in Module 1 we will only know about intonation. Intonation, the melody of language. Intonation is a rise and fall of our voices as we speak. It adds melody to our voice, making them more expressive and interesting. So what is intonation? The highs and lows of the voice. Okay, the highs and lows of the voice. Okay, as I'm speaking, you can know that where my pitch is high, where my pitch is low. Whenever we are singing, like Shreya Ghoshal or Sonu Nigam is singing, their voice moves from high to low, from low to high. Okay, that is intonation. It makes our voice more melodious. Okay, so we come to what is intonation. Okay, so first of all we will know about pitch changes. Okay, so intonation involves the rise and fall of pitch in speech. Okay, so whenever we are talking in a very angry tone, we have a high pitch. Whenever we are talking in a very soft spoken tone, then it means we are calm. Okay, our pitch is low. So the rise and fall of pitch is intonation. Okay, that is the first and the most important part. Then comes the meaning. Intonation helps convey meaning, emotions and attitude. Okay, so sometimes when you hear a screaming, someone is screaming on the top of their pitch, okay, and someone is screaming and getting very angry, so you know by the pitch of their sound that this person is very angry. To not disturb them right now, because that person is very angry right now. Okay, so next is grammar. It can indicate sentence structure, questions and statements. So have you seen the movie PK? There Amir Khan says one word acha in so many different forms. Okay, he says acha, then he says acha, then he says acha acha. Okay, so these are all through different pitch of sounds coming from Amir Khan's mouth with the word acha. We know that whether he is asking a question, whether he is making a statement, whether he is agreeing with you, right? So that is how intonation helps us in getting the meaning of the sentence, like the emotion of the sentence, in which emotion you're talking, and the grammar, whether you're asking a question, whether you're making a statement, whether you're agreeing, whether you're disagreeing, and everything. Okay. Okay, the function of intonation. In functions of intonation, we'll first know about the meaning. Intonation clarifies meaning by emphasizing keywords. Okay, so suppose, let us take an example of the process of photosynthesis. Suppose I'm talking about photosynthesis, so I want to give emphasis on the word that sunlight. Okay, sunlight is very important. So I will say photosynthesis is a process by which plants make their own food using oxygen, using water, using and sunlight. I will emphasize on sunlight because I want you to know sunlight very importantly. Okay, the next is emotion. It helps express emotions like happiness, sadness or anger. So as I told you in the last slide also, when you are talking in a rise and fall of pitches, we know whether you're happy, whether you're sad or whether you're full of anger. Okay, so if you're happy, your pitch will be high, but it will make us understand that you are a happy person. Okay, when you will be sad, your pitch will be very low, and right, and you'll be talking in a very falling pitch. Okay, then anger, it will be, your pitch will be very high and your pitch will be shrill. Okay, then attitude. Intonation conveys your attitude such as confidence or hesitation or even overconfidence. Okay, so whenever you're going for an interview and an interviewer asks you, give a brief introduction about yourself, that question is only to check whether you are a confident person or you are a hesitant person. Okay, so if you're talking like this, hello everyone, my name is Ananya Mishra and I have pursued my masters from so and so college, then people will know that you are a confident person. But if you're talking like hello, I am Ananya Mishra, then no, the person will know in seconds that you are a very hesitant person. Okay. So now let's know about falling intonation. Okay, so first in falling intonation we'll study about finality. Falling intonation makes the end of a thought or sentence. Whenever we are completing a sentence or a thought, we use falling intonation. Our intonations is falling. We are becoming normal about that sentence because we already said the important thing. Okay. Then statements. It is typically used in statements and declarative sentences, because in declarative sentences we are not asking any question, we are not giving you any command, okay, we are not exclamating anything. There are hardly any emotions in declarative sentences. That's why declarative sentences uses falling intonation. Suppose I'm saying I want to I like coffee. That's a declaration, that's a statement. Is there any rise and fall of pitch? No, it's just a falling intonation. Okay. Next is confidence. Falling intonation can convey certainty and assurance. Okay. When you are talking in falling intonation, it means that you know this thing. Okay. You don't need to think about this thing. And when you don't need to think, you talk in a plain pitch. You don't rise your pitch, you don't fall your pitch. Okay. So that means you're a confident person. So talking about rising intonations is used when we ask questions, whenever we are asking questions. Okay, so whenever we are asking questions, we have a high pitch sound. Okay, like where are you going? And we emphasize on keywords and we emphasize on the main part where we need an answer. So questions use rising intonation. Then incomplete thoughts. Whenever we are saying something incomplete, then we use rising intonation. It means that something is going to come ahead. So we use rising intonation. Next is engagement. Rising intonation invites a response or encourages further interaction. So of course, in the last point we said incomplete thoughts. So whenever we are speaking incomplete thought or a question, we need an answer. We need someone to give us feedback, and that is where we use rising intonation. Now let's study about the intonation patterns in statements. Okay, so if it's a declarative type of a statement, we use falling intonation. And example is I'm going to the store. When I'm saying I'm going to the store, there is no fall, there is no rise of the pitch. It's just a plain falling intonation going. Okay, then listing. Falling on each item, rising on the last. I need milk, eggs and bread. Okay, so when we are listing things, okay, so falling on each item. Whenever we are coming on each item, we are falling, but rising on the last. Like I need milk. So when I'm saying k, milk ka k, then we are rising. Okay, eggs and bread, and at last we have a rising intonation. Okay, so now let us know about the intonation patterns in questions. Okay, so first of all we have yes and no type of questions. So we have rising intonations in yes and no type of questions, like will you come to the party? Will you come to the party? Party, we are having a rising intonation. Why? Because we want to, because that is kind of a keyword. Party is kind of a keyword. Okay. Then WH questions. In WH questions, we have a falling intonation. Where are you going? What are you doing? It has a falling intonation. We don't have a rising pitch here. Okay. Then tag questions. Tag question means it's nice, isn't it? It's cool, isn't it? Okay. These are tag questions. So we use rising intonation in tag questions also, because when we are saying the next part of the question, like isn't it, yeah, mustn't it, so we use rising intonation. Now, how to master intonation for effective communication? You need to practice, you need to listen as much as you can, you need to give your feedbacks in English and with different kinds of intonation, and you must have confidence. So thank you very much.